Right, I'm gonna show you how to install WSL on Windows. It's quite easy. First of all, search for features and make sure you have these two options turned on and hit OK. Then it's gonna download some files and ask you for restart. So go ahead and do that. And next, open command prompt or PowerShell and type WSL -- install. So by default it's gonna install Ubuntu, but I'm not gonna do that because I have already installed Debian on my machine and I don't like Ubuntu. So if you want to install any other distributions, you gotta do is WSL -- list -- online. It's gonna list all the available distributions. As you can see, you have Ubuntu, Debian, Kali Linux, Oracle Linux, OpenSUSE. For example, if you want to install Kali Linux, you gotta type and it's gonna install for you. So I'm not gonna do that because I have already got Debian on my machine. So that's pretty much it. Then it's gonna ask you for username and password. You'll do that. And now you might ask, why WSL? Then when you can install on VirtualBox or dual boot. The thing is, dual booting Windows with Linux has its own quirks, and I'm not gonna split my hard drive into two parts. And next, VirtualBox is really slow and doesn't even utilize full resources of a computer. For example, as you can see, I've got the Debian and it's only using 256 megabytes of RAM, and it is using my physical CPU. And one more thing, if you wanna run graphical user interface programs, you can do WSL -- set default version 2, and it will set default version 2. With version 2, you can use GUI programs. For example, let me install, for example, Thunar, which is a file manager, and gedit, which is a text editor for Linux. So I've installed Thunar and gedit. So you can launch them from command line like this, or you can go to applications and launch them from here. And as you can see, this is a native Linux application running on Windows. You also have a file manager, and you can manage your files from here, which is pretty useless because you can directly manage your files from the Windows file manager. This is actually Linux file system, and if you wanna edit, for example, you can do it in WSL. I can just type code and dot, and it's gonna open the whole folder in VS Code for me. So here we have VS Code, which is natively installed on Windows, opening a WSL file, and from here I can even compile these files. And this terminal is actually a Linux terminal. For example, I can compile this file, make SDL, and run it from here. And for programmers, Linux environment is the best environment. As you can see, this runs as a pixel because of the Linux native tools. And even I can install other tools, for example, like install Nmap or Topsy, which is really cool, and it is very powerful and faster than virtualization like VirtualBox and any other dual booting stuff. And that's it for the video.